All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Jump straight into the film. Why not then? Listen, man, it was a crazy night last night. We're not gonna read into it too much because obviously the Golden State Valkyries is a good team. Let's not, let's keep the perspective here. You got Alejandro in here saying, let me get your comment on the screen, Alejandro. Alejandro says, so disappointed in the way they played and got beat by a team missing plays. Yeah, you know what I kind of thought about, though? I gained some perspective last night. And we're at 122 cells, by the way. Let's update that counter. Listen, all right? Honestly, I feel like the Indiana Fever walked into a trap game yesterday. I don't think our girls was prepared for yesterday. If I don't want to cope or anything, but genuinely, that's an actual thing in basketball. You see it, you hear it all the time in the NBA. But when it comes to like the WNBA, it's a lot of things that are like delayed, like a lot of things that are not, prevalent in the WNBA. So we just gonna highlight a couple things. But in the meantime, let me tweet out that we're live now, But y'all let me know how y'all doing though. The show don't stop. We're gonna lose. We can't win every game, by the way, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We can't win every single game. So let's not read into last night's loss too much. Let's try to figure out how we could take down the Aces. We're a little prepared for that as well. I got something to talk about with the Aces as well. Let me just finish tweeting that we're live right now as I get a tweet that Odyssey Sims is out right now. Y'all let me know how y'all doing, though, before we jump into this Fever Fridays. You know what I'm saying? How's everybody doing? Hold on. It's going to leave a little sour taste in everybody's mouth as well. I have some of my friends on X said, Venom, I don't know if I can watch today. It was so sad. Last night made me so sad. I'm like, listen, doing great. This game was bad. Kaylin looked off. Yeah, I know Kaylin did look off. She was probably tired. There's probably a bunch of things going on. I seen it on X. We're not going to talk about the conversation, you know what I'm saying, with the female anatomy because obviously that's a sensitive conversation. But honestly, it's something that I don't ignore. Girls go through things that's hard to play through. Like I'm somebody who look at things with perspective. I don't mean no disrespect by anything I be saying. I genuinely just be looking at it from a different point of view sometimes. You cannot expect the same girl all 42 games. You know what I'm trying to say? And even in the NBA, superstars have off games as well. So it's like, it is what it is. The Valks just signed two very good players that played last night. Kate Martin is good, so the Valks are a formidable opponent. I love the Valks, but of course, one of my Fever to win. Yeah, that's what listen, if you was watching yesterday, we were saying, I want the Fever to win, but I want to root for the Valkyries as well. But as soon as the Valkyries take the lead, listen, I'm not voting for the Fever. I'm not voting for the Valkyries no more. But anyways, we got film to go over. So let's go over this film real quick. You know what I'm saying? We have some Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever. We got a lot of things to break down, such as the turnovers and stuff like that, etc., etc. Freaking ass got to stop me from joining the chat from the beginning. Damn, Mike. She didn't look like herself last night. She didn't. AV, what's going on? Athena, what's going on? All right, are y'all ready? Should we just jump straight into the film now, or should we go over X? Should we just do All-Star? I think we should start off with All-Star voting, right? Let's start off with the All-Star voting, and then we could go to, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with the All-Star voting. So let's get that pulled up right now. Your votes counts double. Oh, our votes count double today. Hold on. All right, let me pull this up on the screen. All right, here we go. All right, let's vote for the All-Star. Come on. Let's do it early. Let's just start it off the right way before we go into the film, before we talk about the basketball, etc., etc. What's going on, Adrienne? She didn't look like yeah, I know she didn't look like herself, but, like I said, superstars going to have off games. Her off game was almost a triple-double. Exactly. Now you see what I'm saying? You're looking at it the right way. Her off game is a near triple-double. That is insane. But listen, man, let's do it. Let's vote for the All-Stars real quick. You know what I'm saying? All right, so by the way, before we even do that, let's hold on. Let's look at the All-Star voting list real quick because it is pulled up. Let me pull this up for you. The WNBA All-Star. Hold on. Here we go. The All-Stars, I think we have 4 Fever players that are in the top 10 right now, including Lexi. Lexi Ho has a chance to be an All-Star for the first time in her career. That would be crazy. I just voted twice with different emails. Okay, Candy. Let's go, Venomite. Yes, indeed. Listen, Adrienne, Don't expect it to be like a normal FIFA Friday. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame a lot of people if they don't come in today because fresh off of a loss, views are always down after a loss. If y'all don't know, like it's just what it is. Fans don't want to see the team right now. They're just disgusted. And then there's certain people like y'all who come through regardless and still rock out. And that's why I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? But let's look at the All-Star list in the meantime. The WNBA definitely posted it. Here we go. All right, right here. Let me get this off the screen. Look, can everybody pay attention to the screen? CC's off game, 11 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. Literally better than Angel Reese's stat for the year. I mean, listen, Caitlin Clark is held to a different standard. This will come with superstardom. But look, right? First returns of fan voting results are in. Caitlin Clark and Napheesa Collier currently lead the way for the 2025 WNBA All-Star fan voting. Now, at number 1, you have yours truly. C22. You know, C22 at number 1. You got Napheesa Collier at number 2. You got Aaliyah Boston at number 3.
Bow, bow, bow.
A'ja Wilson at number 4. This is crazy. We got 2 FIFA players in the top 3. That's fire to me. Then you got A'ja Wilson number 4. Breanna Stewart number 5. Stewie number 5. Okay, Stewie, check you out. All right. You got Paige Becker's number. All right, Paige, I see you. Hold on. That's fire. I'm not going to lie. I like that they supporting Paige like that. Then you got Kelsey at number 7. Kelsey Messel. Who else we got? Sabrina. And we got Lexi Ho at number 9. Here we go, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4 Fever players in the top 10. They cannot tell us anything. The Fever is the America's team. We run the league right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the fan voting is crazy, and I think that we got the exact number. We'll look through the Indiana Fever's page. But in the meantime, let's finish voting for this All-Star. So clearly at point guard, or build your own ballot. Oh, quick vote. Oh, no. I'm not gonna lie, Flash. I love you, girl, but you're definitely not getting a vote right now. I'm absolutely sorry. It's too many people. Oh, these are the same votes I voted for last time. All right, so we got to get rid of Satu, Hamby, keep Kate, keep Lexi. Temmy's not going to be here, right? Jonquel Jones is injured, right? All right, so we can update this now. Now we got more room to work with. Venom React. Do fans get to vote for NBA All-Stars as well? Yeah. Yeah, but NBA All-Stars only account for, I think, 50% of the votes, so 25%. Let's double check it live though. I think it's like 50%. NBA All-Star vote percentage. Hold on, let's see. In the NBA All-Star game voting, fan votes account for 50% of the total, while current NBA players in the media panel each account for 25%. So I just found out today that the players get to vote as well. I never knew that. So fans vote for 50%, players vote for 25%, and media vote for 25%. Oh, I like that percentage. Is the WNBA the same way? Let me see. WNBA. Fan voting ends on June 28th and accounts for 50% of the overall vote. Current players in the media. Okay, so it's the same exact thing for the WNBA. I like that. They have the full list on the app for real. Hold on. What about the website? It should be. Oh, wait. Let's see. Before we vote, let's see the website real quick. Oh, I don't think it's gonna show, right? Yeah, it's not gonna show. All right, it is what it is. All right, let's just vote. Let's vote. All right. So y'all help me, because last time I forgot a lot of people. I think I almost forgot even Kate Martin. So now that we got 4 slots on our front court, we're good right here, though, right? The front court is good right now. Aaliyah, Napheesa. Then we got Caitlin at the guard, Kelsey at the guard, Lexi, and Kate Martin, right? I think we should be good right there. So now we got the front court. Who are we picking for the front court? As Ellen comes in here, showing love. Ellen, I appreciate you saying we'll always be here when I can. Makes my Friday. That's why I love having y'all here. Like I said, it's gonna be hard on FIFA Fridays, especially coming off a loss. But if y'all here, that just shows how much y'all rock with me. Top 2 will lead, and how much y'all rock with the FIFA as well, because this is bigger than me. Don't vote Fee. Let's get AB captain. Come on, jeez. Come on, captain don't mean nothing. As long as Aaliyah get there, that's all that matters. We ain't gonna rob Fee from her monster performance of a season she's having just because we want Aaliyah to be a captain, you know. True fans do not mind standing in the rain after a stormy. Ooh, check you out, Charles, with the poetry. True fans do not mind standing in the rain after a stormy day. That was fire. Remove Kate for Sophie. Oh no. Oh my gosh, Sophie. Hold on, let's go back, y'all. Oh, This is gonna be tough, y'all. Do we remove Kate for Sophie? Oh my gosh. Sophie's a Fever girl though. We gotta go for the Fever first, right? I'm not gonna lie, cause the Valkyries, they got their whole fan base already. So I'm pretty sure Kate is not gonna lose too much if I take her out right here. Sophie, for what she's done, I'm not gonna lie, that's a no-brainer, right? That's a no-brainer. I'm not gonna lie. Cause I'm not getting rid of C22, obviously. Not Kelsey, not Lexi. You know what I'm saying? Sophie over Kate, right? Yeah, we gotta go with the Fever girl. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Kate, but especially after you just beat us last night, you're good. Take that win. And y'all, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get some extra All-Star votes from that one. We'll vote for you on another day, Kate. Don't worry about it. We already gave you a vote. But we gotta get Spicy Sophie in the back.
Spicy Sophie.
You know what I'm saying? Venom is new to this. Last season, we did what you are asking, and they gave us zero respect voting them in. Wait, what? Venom is new. Top this. I don't know what you're saying, Top Gun. Venom is new to this or top this? Venom is new to this. Last season, we did what you're asking, and they gave us zero respect voting them in. Oh, I get what you're saying, like voting in other players, and we still didn't get respect. Nah, but Fee never gave me that vibe, right? Fee is cool. I'm not gonna lie, Fee is cool. Kate Martin is cool. Everybody I vote for is not like, nobody has beef with the Fever. So this year, Fever only, okay. I didn't want to watch anything today except Fever Friday. Check, yo, listen, see, this is why I love y'all. This is exactly why I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you gotta have Sabrina in there. Who I'm taking out to put Sabrina in there? Who am I taking out, V? I'm not taking none of these Fever girls out unless Sabrina is in the front court. I guess I could throw Sabrina, but she's a guard. So I know, look, yeah, I can't vote for Sabrina. I can't. Guards is fool. I'm not getting rid of none of these, man. I'll put Kate Martin over Sabrina. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the bias, obviously, because Iowa, you know what I'm saying? Supporting the Iowa girls. Gotta go Sophie, but Martin is decent. Yeah, I love Kate Martin. She's doing good as well. There should be East, West, yeah, right? I vote Stewie, but the rest of you. All right, front court. Who we going with the front court? This is gonna be a little tricky because we got 4 slots. But you know what I'm saying? Who we voting for? I voted for Satu last time. I don't think Satu needs a vote. I mean, they have the full list, and you can see where everyone is on top 40 on the app. If we can see it on the app, why can't we see it on the website? Hold on. WNBA top 40 All-Star votes. Hold on. Let's see. Is it this? Is this the list? Oh, we got the list. We got the list. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me cook. Let me zoom in real quick. Y'all can see that? All right. So at number 1, y'all want to go through this whole list real quick? Or y'all want to finish voting first? Let me know if y'all want to go through this whole list. We could go through this whole list real quick and see who's top 40. Y'all want to go through this? Just let me know. I like Fee. Probably should be able to. There should be 4 front court. And there should be 4 front court and 6 guards. I agree with that. I'm not gonna lie. But then again, the league is played through the 4 most of it. It's like the Caitlin Clarks are like in a rarity. You know, like they're rare. You know what I'm saying? All right. So Caitlin Clark is number 1. Fee is 2. Aaliyah Boston is number 3. Look at the votes for Caitlin. Over 500,000 already. Fee is number 2 with 484,000. Aaliyah Boston 446,000. Aja Wilson 394, Stewie 300,000, Paige. Yo, I'm happy for Paige, honestly, making it up here. Let's look at the list and see who you want to bump up. All right, let's see who we. Okay. Let's look at the top 10 first. So Kaylin, Fee, Aaliyah, Aja. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Stewie, Paige. Although I love that Paige is getting the support, Paige definitely don't deserve to be top 6 right now. Like I love Paige. She's a great player. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, Paige over Sabrina. You know what I'm saying? Like, Paige over Satu. You know, like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Like, Lexi Hall as well. I love Lexi. But, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Over all these players. Like, I'm a Fever. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't care if Lexi's ahead. But, right is right, wrong is wrong. Obviously, the media and the players are not gonna vote for them. I refuse to vote for haters. Yeah, I would never vote for hater. Ages never getting my vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nah, you know what I'm saying? She's a great basketball player. Great, amazing basketball player. I always give Asia her flowers. She's insane with the basketball. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Word. But yeah, I don't think we got to go through all the. Natasha Howard is top 16, though. Check how. You don't need to vote in all slots. If you only want to vote for two, then just vote for two. Nah, yeah, but I still want to give my vote to somebody. You know, these are still professionals. This could give somebody a payday. Like, All-Star does, you know what I'm saying, factor into people contracts as well. So, got to get them their All-Star votes in. But listen, who else we was just looking at? Natasha Howard is up there. John Quell's up there. Alicia Gray, Angel Reese, Kelsey Plum, Kiki, Gabby, NECA, De'Erica, Rikia, Alyssa Thomas, Camila Cardozo. Sophie Cunningham is 23 right now. Oh, wrong button.
Spicy Sophie.
Sophie Cunningham right there. Hey, we could get Sophie a couple. I'm pretty sure Sophie's definitely gonna jump this list today. I'm pretty sure a lot of people is even replacing Lexi for Sophie if they voted for somebody else in that fourth spot. Sophie's up there. Jackie Young, Ryan Howard, Skylar Diggins. Whew. Insane. Brittany Sykes, Natasha Cloud. Temmie's up there. All right. Let's go back to vote. Come on. Can I just click reset? All right, here we go. All right, so who we voting for that spot? Citron up there. Angel, Brittany Grant. Yeah. Listen, this is a popularity contest. But anyways, yeah, who we giving the? All right, let's just scroll through. NECA, Tina Charles. This is gonna be. Yeah, I guess we just gonna have to vote for somebody. I guess do I just throw Rikia in there, right? Rikia's cool. Court. Or if I could vote for Courtney as a front court, that would have been fire. You know what I'm saying? Let me go D&D. Hold on. Camilla, Natasha, Janelle Salon. Who do we vote for, y'all? Do y'all have any names that I'll be like, oh, I'm not thinking of them? Because I might have just vote for the FIFA's front court at this point. We might get Dantas a little vote in there. Hey, why not? Let's just show Dantas some love. Why not, right? Let's throw Dantas in there at this point. How you vote for AJ and say you're a FIFA fan? Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You cannot vote for AJ Wilson as a FIFA fan. Mad I turned off the Pacers to watch FIFA, right? I would never vote for AJ. I mean, yeah. I can't see everyone's comments. Why not? Maybe something with your phone, huh? Surprise Kayla, a.k.a. McBuckets, is way at the bottom. Did you see the lip reading post for Sophie? Do something about it? Yeah. Sophie grabbed that girl's head, JC Sheldon, just talking to her. Do something about it. Do something about it. She just had her on the back of her. Like, Sophie is experienced in fighting. She grabbed, like, instantly. Two defenders coming at you. And you literally wrap your hand around her head, grab it, and bring her in closer to you. Oh, my God. Sophie's, yeah, she's a black belt for sure. That right there. That was crazy. I only vote FIFA players. I mean, listen, I guess that's what we just gonna do, right? Since we can't think of nobody, let's throw Flash in there right now, right? So we got Dantas, Natasha Howard. I guess we just give Bonner a vote while we're at it, right? Because I can't think of anybody else. Where Bonner? Oh, Bonner's a guard? Oh, she's a forward, though. If you're a guard / forward, why can't we have you at the front court? Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Listen, y'all know who I'm. Oh, okay, I misspelled it. That's why it didn't pop up. Where's KK? Where is KK? Why can't I vote for KK? I don't care if she didn't. This is insane, y'all. It's insane. All right, we got one more vote. Right? She should be listed at 4. Exactly. Bonner should be able. That's why Bonner is probably not going to be able to get a vote. If she was listed as a forward, I see what the WNBA doing. I see what they. Oh, it's Michaela. Okay. V, I love you. Oh, V, I love you. Here we go, KK. Free KK in the comments. KK, you definitely getting a vote. KK averaging a whopping 0.6 points and 0.4 rebounds. That's my rookie of the year right there. Michaela Timpson. Gotta love her. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's look at our votes now. View your picks. All right, so we have Aaliyah Boston, Nafisa Collier, Rakia Jackson, Damaris Dantas, Natasha Howard, Michaela Timpson. Damn, yo, I really got all FIBA players except like 2. That's crazy. Y'all like these votes? I'll hit submit right now. We gotta try to get KK in there somehow. Yo, right? This is our goal. Listen, KK gonna go in the All-Star game, dominate, and come back in India, and then Stephanie White's gonna force Stephanie White's hand. They're gonna have to play KK. Nah, I'm playing. Kayla, we know KK not going to the All-Star game. Stewie, who we taking out for Stewie? I ain't gonna lie. If Stewie's front court, hold on, let me see. We got you could vote. All right, Stewie definitely getting that over Rakia. What? That moment alone she had with Caitlin Clark when they was laughing after Caitlin drained that 3 over her, that was like heartwarming. Like Stewie definitely gained a bigger fan than me after that moment. Like it takes a lot to do that in the heat of the moment, you know. It's too bad Ari had to go. Yeah. All right, so we voting this, right? All right, let's do it. Oh my gosh, I gotta put my email back in. All right, let's do this and then let's jump straight into the film and then we'll scroll through X and etc. etc. All right. So let me just finish this. Put my email in there. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing though? How y'all doing? What did y'all do to cope? If y'all didn't know, after the game, fun fact, we ended up talking about TV shows and everything after the game. Like, we all went to bed happier. We all didn't let the game consume us. Sometimes you just need some therapy, you know what I'm saying? Especially post-game, which is why if you don't be in our live watch-alongs, you should be there because we have a lot of fun, whether we win or lose. You can ask anybody who was there, chat. If anybody was there, let them know. We was having fun after the game, bonding over there, relating. You know what I'm saying? All right. The All-Star votes is in. Now that that's out the way, let's go back to the Indiana Fever. Let's look through the bookmark first before we jump into the film, right? Now let's go into the film. We ain't gonna waste no time. Let's go into the film. Let's see why we lost. You know what I'm saying? Let's actually know why we lost. All right. So let's pull up this film. Y'all ready? Let me make my cursor bigger for y'all. Talk about the meter. The meter. Wait, Rachel? That Demeter? She got fired? Or you talking about somebody else? Somebody let me know. Fever had low energy. For real? What she got fired from? I know she was a part of like a network or something. I just never knew what network she was a part of. What was it? Damn, why they fired her? That's crazy. She doing amazing on YouTube though, so if they fire her, that's their loss. Cause she going crazy on YouTube. It is 2 for 1 day on the app, which won't let me vote for Boston. Yeah, we just finished voting. Oh, she's been fired from Big 3. She worked with Ice Cube. I did not know that. All right, so we jumping straight into the film now. All right, let me get my notes to the side right here. All right, now listen, okay. In this game, Caitlin and Kelsey combined. Tweeting about New York Liberty instead of the Big 3. That's why she got fired? Yo, that's crazy. But listen, let's get to the film, all right? So Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell combined 1 for 12 from the 3, right? And anytime your 2 best scorers are having an off game in the same game, you're going to lose that game 9 times out of 10. And Aaliyah Boston had a great game, having 17 points and 12 rebounds as well. And yes, I agree with this right here. Fever was jet lag, okay? Coach should have mandated naps before the game. Coach is out of the coach control. Stephanie White wasn't even there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't know that. By the way, happy birthday to Stephanie White. Happy birthday to Stephanie White. Maybe that's why she didn't come. And listen, Stephanie White, if the reason why we lost was because you was trying to celebrate your birthday, we are on your behind. You know what I'm saying? I watched the game and listened to you and Rosalina. You two are entertaining. Thank you for doing live. Oh, thank you, Faith. That means a lot. Don't vote for Fee anymore. I voted for her every day. She is too close to pass the season. Listen, the last thing I'm worried about is anybody passing Caitlin Clark. If anybody passes Caitlin Clark, the fan club will get riled up on day 1 in 1 hour, and we'll all just spam the All-Star vote in that same day. Like, trust and believe that. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark will always finish number 1. Backcourt, CC, Kelsey, Sophie, and Lexi. Yeah. All right, let's hop into the film, all right? Let's talk about the turnovers first before anything else. Now, y'all know I love me some Sophie Cunningham. But Sophie's spacing right here was bad on this play, which allowed the Valkyries to swarm the paint, resulting in an Aaliyah Boston travel, which could have been an easy kick pass straight out to the short row. And if you know, the Valkyries were swarming the paint. I'm talking about they were not letting us get nothing inside. I remember last night I did it 3 times. The day before the game, if y'all remember, I talked about the Valkyries. I gave us like a little some pregame tips on what to expect against the Valkyries, right? Then the game day, I chopped up that clip and posted it on X. I said rebound, limit turnovers, everything, right? And even when I went live with Rosalina, I still brung it up. Rebound, limit turnovers, all that. Let them beat you on the 3-point line. And we literally failed almost every category. We let them out-rebound us by 3 on the offensive glass and kicked out for second chance points and get put back layups. It was just a bunch of immature things that we could have cleaned up. Like I said, the Valkyries did beat us, but the Fever beat themselves more than the Valkyries beat us. You know, we beat ourselves more than the Valkyries beat us. And that doesn't take nothing away from the Golden State Valkyries. They are a very good team. But look at this right here. Aaliyah Boston rolling. And look at them, just swarming the paint. And then you got Sophie clogging the lanes right here, which Sophie can improve that. But Aaliyah Boston travels and kicks out to Lexi. And then Lexi Hell's going to splash this 3. Look at this. That's 3 points already, which would have been a 4-point lead right there. If Sophie would have just stayed spaced here, Aaliyah could have kicked out to Lexi. In this corner, y'all know Lexi's even more dangerous in the corner than she is at the wing. Once again, Sophie Cunningham is right here. Now, I don't blame Sophie too much because Sophie does not like to step on toes. So maybe she thought Caitlin Clark was going to come around here and fade the 3. So Sophie's like, all right, let me just dive in quick and go relocate to the left corner. But by that time, Caitlin already made the entry pass to Aaliyah. So now Sophie's like, oh my gosh, what do I do here? You know? So I don't really blame Sophie too much on this play. But it doesn't take away from the fact that because it was 3 defenders in the paint, Aaliyah Boston traveled into nobody. She couldn't kick the ball to nobody in this corner. Everybody was just clogged and overloaded on his right side. Let's move on, though. Now, let's talk about Tiffany Hayes, how she shoved Caitlin Clark in the back with no foul call, okay? Right here, you see Caitlin Clark about to get the ball. She's going to curl off of the screen. Tiffany Hayes is going to push Caitlin in the back. And you see Caitlin flailing as she threw the pass. And you know this is one of the best passers. To me, she's the best passer of all time, Caitlin Clark. Look at the trajectory of the pass. A turnover. Now, referee. Anybody would have been like, all right, Caitlin just made an off pass. But no, you see, when you break down the film, you can see these kind of things. Tiffany Hayes got beat on the screen. You see her hand pushing Caitlin in the back. Caitlin is already anticipating passing the ball to Aaliyah Boston right here, right? Aaliyah, shout out to you on holding the screen. Made it tough for Tiffany to get by. Tiffany pushed Caitlin on her back with, you know, a little subtly so this ref don't see it. And this ref don't see it, you know? And she gets pushed. Now you see Caitlin looking for the referee like, yo, where is the foul? Like, that's a clear foul. I'm not going to lie. But the referees maybe didn't see it because it was just so close. But that's your job to be a professional referee. You got to look for those angles. And then when you've done this job for that long, you know that's the kind of tactics players use. You know, when they get in screen, that's when they throw little pushes around. You got to really look when you're a referee when the screen is being set. Because that's when most illegal screens or fouls happen. Anyways, something was off with Caitlin last night. But it's okay. You know, she's still returning fresh off an injury. No excuses. But obviously, superstars have off games. It's going to happen. But the Valkyries were swarming the paint, making Caitlin and the Fever players indecisive. Caitlin could have skipped it to Lexi right here while Tiffany Hayes was hobbled. Look, one screen, Lexi Holmes going over to Aaliyah Boston's pin down, you could call it, right? And Caitlin could have skipped it right there immediately to Lexi because Tiffany Hayes is hobbled right now, right? Caitlin holds the ball. Usually Caitlin throws it past. Look how open Lexi Hall is. We've seen Caitlin throw zip passes straight to Kelsey Mitchell, like, oh, I mean, not to Kelsey, just from there to this corner. I know she can make this pass to Lexi Hall, right? That's not a problem. But what does she do? Make the inside feed and turns it over. You know? Like, obviously, this is something that we can improve on. But let's move on. We're not going to read into it too much. We struggled with sealing the defenders off last night. And this is something we've been having success with lately. But when you're dealing with the Golden State Valkyries, I'm telling y'all right now, this team is one of the, no, not one of, they are the best paint protection team. You are not allowed to score in their paint. I thought that because Temi being gone, Janelle Solon being gone, and they're lacking some height, that maybe that it will be that easy. But what Ami here was doing, with the amount of blocks she had last night, she was not allowing nothing. She's not on the court right now, but it just shows that the Valkyries is not the players, it's the system. Give credit to Natalie Nakasi. She's running things perfectly over there. Now, if the Valkyries records were top 3, and they were top 3 in the standings at the end of the season, I'm giving her Coach of the Year on this, you know what I'm saying, unanimously. But look at this. Caitlin tries to find Aaliyah Boston sealed off. You see Lexi Hall diving in, bringing her defender as well. Same thing Sophie Cunningham did. The mistake on the other end of the court. Just clogging the lanes, and Aaliyah Boston didn't have the seal perfectly, and they turned it over. Like, this is just what you got to improve on. You cannot be allowing these girls to get these steals. When you call for the ball, make sure they're sealed off. But then again, the Valkyries were just swarming everything, so I can't really even blame Aaliyah Boston on that as well. But let's talk about Lexie Hull getting completely fouled in front of the ref. This is one of the craziest plays, if this is correct, right? I think this might be the play. No, this was Natasha Howard when they shot a steal. I think it's the next play, Lexie Hull. But yeah, same thing though. We trying to seal them off, right? Natasha Howard has a sealed off. Aaliyah Boston was not going to throw that because she's being fronted right now. So she hits Kelsey Mitchell so she can find a better angle for Natasha Howard. Natasha, your job right here is to put a body on the defender. Literally put a body on the defender. Keep your arm right here. Seal them off before you call for the ball, right? Now listen, let's play it. Turn it over, you know? Now, right here, this is where Lexie Hull just got completely fouled. Please pay attention. I'm talking about completely fouled. Wrapped. Oh, my God. This referee is looking right at them. Can somebody please look at this? I'm talking about she's hugging Lexie Hull. And if that's not bad enough, she continued it. Look, she's still hugging Lexie Hull as the pass is in the air. This referee, number 3, is completely watching. Listen, y'all, I don't like blaming the referees for nothing. But at a point, it gets to a point where this is the kind of thing you just cannot allow. Y'all, like, literally hugging Lexie Hull. Aaliyah Boston dealt with the same exact thing last game. Now Lexie Hull's dealing with this. She threw Lexie to the floor. Look at this. Still hugging Lexie Hull as the pass is in the air. Oh, my. This is crazy. Lagging? Hold on, huh? We're lagging. Hold on. Let me double check. We're lagging? Oh, no, we good. But y'all see this, though? Like, literally look at Lexie Hull being grabbed to the floor. Oh, my God. And look, this is how real it is. This defender knew she was guilty. Who is this, Carla Lake? She knew she was guilty because she just stood there and didn't run back in transition. Look how long she stays over here. She stayed over there because she thought a whistle was going to be called. This is what I'm telling you. 9 times out of 10, a defender is going to show you their hand before you can even make a judgment call with the whistle. Like, if the ball goes out of bounds and you see the other team walking the other way, 9 times out of 10, that defender knew that it's not their ball. They're going the other way. So the referee's just going to point that way. If they already didn't know, they would have just judged off the body language, you know? Like, look at her hugging Lexie Hull. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about. The camera is a little laggy. Damn. But listen, it don't matter, because guess what? Order that PC is coming in a couple days. Yeah, we got a new PC on the way. Listen, man, that's what I'm saying. Y'all support so much. Got to reinvest right back into it. You know what I'm saying? This laptop been put through the ringer. It's about that time. But anyways, now that that's out the way, let's move on. We already just talked about Lexie Hull being fouled. Let's talk about how our passes look sluggish. I mean, everything just felt tired last night. The effort certainly was not there at all whatsoever. Look, Aaliyah Boston right there. A double team comes. Now, listen, if I'm Stephanie, I wish I could just, like, I swear to God, I hope one day, I don't want to gas myself up or nothing, yeah, but, like, I wish I could talk to some of these players, y'all. Like, not even to toot my own horn or nothing, but I really know things that I feel like I would really take this team to the next level. Now, do I think I can be a head coach of this team or nothing? I'm not going to put myself in there, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to work your way up to that. I'm going to keep myself, you know what I'm saying, play the back until it's time to play the front. Like, if I ever coach a real-life team or something like that and gain some actual experience, then I could really classify myself as a real coach. But in the meantime, I'll be cool with the little Professor Venom online coach. But this is what I'm trying to say, right? If I'm a part of the coaching staff or anything, I'm working on Aaliyah with this exact play, because watching Michael Malone, I've watched a lot of basketball, an unhealthy amount of basketball, right? So if I'm like, I learned from Michael Malone, who was just fired from the Denver Nuggets head coach position, right? He taught Nikola Jokic how to make this pass to a cutter, a rim runner, when you're getting blitz right here. Aaliyah Boston has become that threat on the block, right? So right here, I'm telling Aaliyah Boston to make a over the head behind the back pass. The same thing Michael Malone taught. I wish I should have pulled up a Jokic clip of him doing it. But look, right here, making a behind the back pass to Natasha as she goes for a layup, keeps the defense honest, right? But right here, she tries to make the overpass to Lexie Hull skip pass when she doesn't even make the skip pass most of the time and on a regular, you know? So it's like, it's confusing, y'all. It's confusing. But listen, the Valks were denying everything inside. You just saw with that turnover. You saw with all the clips I've been showing you. Let's look at this now. Kelsey with the ball. Tried to give it to Dantes, and then inside again, another turnover, yeah. When I tell you they was denying literally everything. Everything was being denied. Oh, okay, I see why because that was recorded. But yeah, everything was literally being denied by this team. They played amazing defense inside the paint. Nothing was being allowed, yeah. Once again, the Valkyries were just throwing the Fever's rhythm off, all the way off. They were just bringing blitz at different times, at different paces on anything in the paint, which led to Natasha not knowing if she want to score or pass it. And right here on the short road, Natasha Howard, usually this is when the advantage has been made already. Now, Natasha Howard, I'm not going to lie, right here is where I would tell you kick the pass to Lexi, but she wanted to go and take this layup, right? But right here on the short road, Caitlin already created the advantage. Despite Caitlin Clark, I said this even in the live stream, get the ball in Caitlin's hands. And I remember somebody said, why get it in her hands? Because she having an off night. It might have been Rosalina as well. But more of the story is I was like, because Caitlin Clark is still, her gravity still exists. I don't care if Caitlin is 0 for 100. I don't care if she doesn't make a shot all game. Caitlin Clark's gravity, her threat level is still high. Teams do not care if she missed 100 shots. They're still guarding her like this is Caitlin Clark. We need to put 2 bodies on her, right? So the advantage has been created. Natasha Howard is in the short row. Kelsey Mitchell is wide open. When you're up 7 right now and you need, and the Valkyries are on a run, you need something to go through the bucket. This is where you kick out to Kelsey. But Natasha tries to take matters into her own hands and forces it and gets her travel because they took away her angles. They're swarming. They're not giving you the paint, Natasha. Nobody's getting the paint. Not Aaliyah, not Caitlin, not Kelsey. Nobody is allowed in that paint with the Valkyrie. Not Natalie Nakas. She made that specific, right? Look at this. A travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, the indecisiveness killed all the momentum built up, and the Valkyries just literally capitalized on it. Look at this. Caitlin Clark turns it over as well. When she just was indecisive with the ball right here. You know what I'm saying? You got the advantage already. Caitlin Clark already trying to dribble. Look at this right here. Look. Look, Caitlin right here. Caitlin, if Caitlin makes the skip pass right now before Ami here gets down the court, you already got advantage in numbers. But now that Caitlin's rhythm is thrown off, everybody's indecisive. Everybody's turning the ball over. That's what the Valkyries are good at. They're good at making you second guess everything you're used to doing. And then Caitlin's like, okay, now I'm gonna make this pass. And Letitia, with her long arms, intercept this pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would just be making us super indecisive. And it felt like 90% of our entry passes were either turned over or deflected. The Valkyries' defense was amazing, and they showed why they are the #1 team in the league at limiting points in the paint. Look at this right here, right? Caitlin pass to Lexi. Lexi to Sydney Colson. Sydney tries to make the entry pass to Aaliyah that she thinks is available. Sydney thinks this pass is there. Not only is Kate Martin in the passing lane, you got Ami here in the passing lane. Then you have this defender coming in from behind. They are swarm. It's a triangle surrounding Aaliyah Boston right now. Nothing is allowed in that paint. They're going to give up the 3. They're not giving up the 2. The next time we play the Golden State Valkyries, if we do not hit 3s, we will not win that game because I'm pretty sure Temi and everybody will be back. I didn't check when the next time we played them, but I'm pretty sure that's when it is. Look, another turnover by Sydney Colson. Let's run that back. Everything. And you would think Kate Martin can't get there, right? I didn't think Kate Martin could get there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even blame Sydney for that. She threw it over her. Maybe, yeah, you could have threw it higher, but throwing it higher buys this defender more time to get the ball, and it buys this great defender, Ami here, more time to intercept the ball. So there's literally no way to score in the paint. Obviously, you're gonna score in the paint here and there, but I'm talking about with consistency. No, sir. They're not allowing it. They're not allowing it. Now you see why they are the #1 team at defense in defending the paint. You know what I'm saying? Now let's look at how the Valkyries owned us in second chance points, all right? Shout out to Dwarf Clone with the 20. Dwarf Clone, I appreciate you so much. The man with the plan, DC Universe, where you at, man? I hope you enjoy retirement, Dwarf Clone. I love you so much, man. Everybody comment W Dwarf Clone. Dwarf Clone says, I love the way you break down the games. The Fever beat themselves in this game. Yeah, the Fever definitely beat themselves. And if you think they really beat themselves, I'm about to show you even more how they beat themselves. Let's pay attention to the Fever's offensive rebounds they gave up to the Golden State Valkyries. Look at this. Sidestep 3. Another rebound. Around 4 Indiana Fever jerseys. This is unacceptable. This is if I'm in the Fillmore, I'm telling them girls, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. There's no way she gets the box out and she gets the there's no way she got boxed out. Still fought through it, pushing Lexi in her back, and still fought and got the rebound. Natasha Howard. Everybody has to put a body on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was crazy to me. And then she goes up for the layup. Not only do you give up the rebound, but you literally gave up the layup as well. Like, the effort was not there whatsoever. Linda, what's going on? Linda says, what's up, Venom? It's because no one jumps exactly. Like, honestly, it is what it is, though, right? Let's move on. Once again, Thornton for a layup, misses it. Why is Thornton able to get her own rebound? And then Lexi Ho gets bonked on her head immediately after this. Oh, my gosh. If that's not a microcosm of the kind of game that we were having last night. if this is not a microcosm of the game that we had last night, we were just getting bonked on the head, and it was because of the rebounding. Like, look at it. There's no way, even after a rebound, Monique gets the board. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it went out of bounds, but I think she got credited for that board. But just causing disruptions, like, we couldn't even secure boards that we had advantages in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you got Tiffany Hayes right here, driving, laying it up, off the glass, clean up. Billings again, and look at the score. When the Fever fall back after, like, there's no way you just giving it up this easy. There's no way. You want to know what started the Valkyries' run at the end of the game? It was literally this bucket right here, the offensive rebound. Like, that kills you. That's a momentum kill. Like, that's literally, oh my gosh. Once again, Monique with the fake pass to Kelsey. She misses a three, right? Dives in after the far rebound and goes up for an and one. Oh my God, there's no way. Monique Billings. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to box out. Exactly, JS. You have to box out. You got to put a body on the defender. We went from down 2 to down what? Down 6 to about to be down 7. And now you look at the score, you're down 9. In that little time span, you went from down 2 to down 9 that fast. And if you thought that was bad, Ami here misses a layup. Kaylin can't even catch the ball. Oh, my God. It's like Thunderstruck all over again with Kevin Durant. If y'all watch the movie Thunderstruck, this is when Kevin Durant lost his basketball power. When does Caitlin Clark ever lose the ball like this? Look at this. It's right there. How did she just lose the ball? It's like she played with oil butter on her hand, like Butterfingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, she lost it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. We already voted for All-Star. Let's go through our X now. Now we can finally talk about X. You know, I just wanted to highlight that, y'all, because it's just like, it gets to a point where everything I say actually comes into fruition. Whether we won the game because we rebounded, I would have brung it up in CC. We won because we rebounded. We won because we limited turnovers. But now, no matter what, it still proves that I was right. You know what I'm saying? We lost because we didn't rebound. We lost because we didn't limit our turnovers. We lost because of all these reasons. And I can even pull up everything I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's pull it up right now. Standing around and basket. Yeah, like, let's pull it up right now. Okay, hold on. Here we go. So I said, it's right here, matter of fact. Here we go. Look, this is exactly what I posted, right? I put the Fever versus Valkyrie keys. Rebound, rebound, rebound. Limit turnovers. Push the ball on the break. Fever are last in fast break points. Limit fouls on most. Limit the like, dude. That's crazy how I foreshadowed everything, y'all. Like, I literally. All right, let's do it one by one so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Fever versus Valkyrie keys, right? I said rebound, rebound, rebound. And if you see, I put it in all caps because that was one of the biggest keys. Now, if you go look at the Golden State Valkyries game versus the Indiana Fever, pay attention to the screen. Sorry for everybody who just got flashbanged. The WNBA does not have a dark mode. I wish I could have done that. But listen, right? 35 rebounds to 32. We out-rebounded them as a whole, right? But this is where we lost the game. They had 8 offensive rebounds to our 5. So they beat us in the rebound category that matters. Second chance points, second chance opportunities, right? Now let's go look at the next one. Limit turnovers. My next key from yesterday. Limit the turnovers. You want to know how much turnovers the Indiana Fever had yesterday? 16 turnovers to the Valkyrie 7. Another reason why we lost. I said push the ball on the break. The Fever are last in fast break points. We have to get out in transition because the Valkyries average the most turnovers, and they made us look like we averaged the most turnovers, right? Now, guess what? The Indiana Fever fast break points, we had 6 to the Valkyries 12. So we lost that category as well. Then I said, okay, limit the fouls. Most of the Golden State Valkyries, great free throw shooters are out tonight, which means they're going to struggle with the free throw shooting. Was Venom right? Yes, Venom was right. The Valkyries took 27 free throws, but they only made 19 of them. The Indiana Fever, on the other hand, shot 91% from the free throw line, but they only attempted 12. So I knew most of their great free throw shooters were out. Ami here missed 4 free throws. Kayla Thornton missed 3 free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like, Monique missed 1. Like, I knew most of their great free throw shooters wasn't there. Tiffany Hayes was one of their great free throw shooters. Obviously, she shot 100%. I didn't know she was going to play. But obviously, she carried them in that department. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at everything I was talking about, I'm like, wow, everything I talked about literally was the reason we lost. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on, though. The Pacers are dealing with such high demand for merch that their team store is temporarily limited on its, temporarily limiting its online offerings. Quote unquote, it's impossible to prepare for something like this. We've been getting 1,000 orders per night. Pacers Sports and Entertainment tells FOS that's crazy because of Spicy.
Spicy Sophie.
You know what I'm saying? Steph does not like to watch film, and it shows. Venom, you're missing that whole stat on the free throws. You're missing that whole stat on the free throws, 27. No, I'm not. You didn't see it? I literally talked about the free throws right here. 12 free throws to the Valkyries, 27 is right here. I talked about it. Like, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not missing out. I can't miss out on something I highlighted. Like, literally everything I highlighted, we gave up. That was crazy to me. Like, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. By the way, we're gonna talk about the Indiana Fever in a sec. Few refs, number 77 watching. Oh yeah, we don't even gotta talk about that. Yeah, we genuinely don't even gotta talk about that. It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the WNBA. I mean, let's talk about the Indiana Fever. Let's see what else is in the community. In the meantime, let's pull this up as I go to the Indiana Fever page. Hold on, y'all. Before we get up out of here, I hope y'all having an amazing day as well, though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna let this loss dictate how we feeling, you know, because it's a long season. We're not gonna win every game. And the point is to just be happy after every loss. You know what I'm saying? Know why we lost and improve. You know, just don't be down. Like, as long as we not losing to like bottom feeder teams, like the Valkyries are actual good team, y'all. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got Aaliyah Boston Core. Let's look at this real quick. Hold on. Aaliyah Boston Core. All right, bringing the mood up.
Bow, bow, bow.
Look at Aaliyah Boston. By the way, the Pacers forced the game 7. The Pacers definitely forced the game 7. Let's hope the Pacers win it all in 7. We got Caitlin Clark core. Hold on. Shout out to the Fever admin for bringing positivity in the air, especially after last night's loss. Look at Caitlin Clark. You're gonna be amazing because you are amazing. Venom, the other team just wanted it more. Yeah, they just wanted it more. I keep saying, we beat ourselves more than they beat us, but they literally just beat us with effort. The effort was not there. How many times did I say effort in this live? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is laggy. I can see it. Kelsey Mitchell doing Kelsey Mitchell things. They dropped the core for everybody, huh? Oh, this is recent. Kelsey, man. We know Kelsey gonna bring that consistent fire back sooner or later. Hey, Ma, I can take you to dinner, Ma. It's on me. Shout out to Kelsey. She loves her parents. All right, so we got the fan voting right there. So Caitlin's number 1. Aaliyah's number 2. For All-Star voting. Aaliyah's number 3. Kelsey's number 7. Lexi's number 9. Natasha Howard's number 16. Sophie's number 23. Damiris Dantas is 30. And Dewana Bonner is 38. So we have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 Fever players in the top 40. That's honestly incredible. Like, I think we're the only team that got that, you know? Let's talk about it, though. What else we got? Oh, we got the All-Star. We got to take a look at the All-Star core, by the way. Whew. That is fire. I'm not going to lie. That's fire. I can see Caitlin hitting a logo from Marita right here. And it's an All-Star game. Do we think Caitlin is going to take a beyond half-court shot? Honestly, I can see Caitlin doing it. And it's in Indy. That's going to be so fire. That's going to be so fire, yeah. I cannot wait. This court is fire. Kind of gives Phoenix Mercury vibes, though. I feel like they could have went a little more feverish, right? Kind of give Phoenix Mercury colors. I don't know. I could be wrong though, but I don't know. It's giving me Phoenix Mercury vibes though, you know. What else we got? Stephanie White birthday. Shout out to Stephanie White. Aaliyah Boston moved into 2nd place in double-doubles in franchise history last night. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, y'all. I think we call it a wrap right here. Yeah, CC is going to shoot a logo at the All-Star game for sure. Hopefully, I hope so. Can we get an I hope so in the comments? All right, man. Listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. We're going to wrap it up right here. You know, listen, we're gonna go against the Aces. Let's talk about the Aces real quick. The Aces are last in field goal. You know, if you wanna talk about the Las Vegas Aces, I agree. Major, how you think Liberty win over and over? Oh, you talking to Major? I'm like, huh? Everything is amazing when you get to play aggressive and you also get to shoot 29 free throws. Yeah, I don't like them either. But let's leave politics. Wait, what y'all talking about? What you mean? Who y'all don't like? Oh, yeah. Hey, Eric, if anybody talking about politics in here, give them more time out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing politics in this chat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, V, Eric, everybody talk politics in here? That's just a warning, though, y'all. We talk about basketball here. We leave the politics out of here, or you get timed out. Anyways, I love y'all so much. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. We play the Las Vegas Aces on Sunday. The Aces are last in field goal percentage. They're first in free throw percentage. So right there already, you want some keys. Let's limit the fouling, okay? Let's not foul them too much. They are great at free throw shooting. They're the third worst team in rebounding. So luckily, we're not dealing with a Valkyries kind of team. The Aces may just lack effort, you know. I have to watch film to really give you an analysis on that. Mike says, Venom, I predict the Fever won't be swept by the Aces starting on the first game. Oh, yeah. Come on now. We definitely not getting swept by them. How much you want to bet the Aces get to shoot more free throws than the Fever? I mean, obviously, we the Fever. Of course, any team is going to get more free throws than us. It'll be rare if we get more free throws than another team. You know what I'm saying? Vote for Lexi Hall. Yes, indeed. Vote for Sophie. I came to you when I decided I wanted to hear intelligent discussion. Okay, BR, I appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words. You know what I'm saying? If I was an attorney, I would offer my services to represent Sophie in a lawsuit against the WNBA for promoting unsafe working conditions that can result in injury. Vote All-Stars, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, Sydney Colson. Don't vote no Hayes and Sky Dream since they do not like Fever fans and want nothing to do with Fever fans publicly. Make sure we oblige them. Athena, thank you so much for the 10. Saying thanks, Venom. Love the breakdowns and the checklist and your uplifted spirit. Thank you so much, Athena, and especially for shouting out the checklist. Yes, indeed. I didn't bring up the checklist. Should we just bring the checklist up right now? Right? Should we just bring the checklist up right now? Hold on. Let's do it. Let's bring up the field checklist. What was score with the Valkyries? I didn't even update the scoreboard, yeah. That's how you know last night's game did a number on me. I don't even know what score was, yeah. Yeah, do y'all know what score was? Oh, that is the right score, right? 88. Oh, no. 88-77. So we still did have 88. Hold on. I mean, they still had 88. We just had, how much we had? 77? Let me just update that. Why not? Just for that, you know what I'm saying? Aesthetic. Hold on. 88. All right. What other WNBA content creators do you watch, Venom? All right, let's do the checklist. I'm going to answer that question. Remind me. I'm going to answer this question, Eddie. Hold on. Let me get y'all chat. All right, here we go. Let's look at the Fever checklist before we get up out of here. And so I can highlight what we did and what we didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Where the Fever checklist at? Here we go. Right here. Okay. Now, obviously, this is not the updated one. I didn't get to give it a grade. This is just the Fever checklist from the last game. But I still feel like we went 0 for 5 anyways. So let's just go through it together. So 70 field goal attempts. Nope, we did not check that off. The Fever attempted 66 field goal attempts. 20 team assists. No, the Fever had 16 assists as a team. 0 for 2 so far. Limited ourselves to under 13 team turnovers. And wrong again. We lost that again. 0 for 3 on the checklist so far. 15 fast break points. The Indiana Fever has 6 fast break points. 0 for 4 on the checklist. The big three combined for 60. Kaylin had 11. Kelsey has 16. That's 27. Aaliyah Boston has 17. That's 44, if my math is correct. So we literally went 0 for 5. I didn't even have to update the checklist. And it's so funny because the last time we had the checklist, it was against the Connecticut Sun, and we beat them by double digits, right? And I literally said in that video that the only reason we won this game is because it's the Connecticut Sun. If we do this against a better team, we'll lose. You know what I'm saying? All right, now to answer this question, Eddie, who do I watch? What other WNBA content creators do I watch? I watch Rosalina Lee, you know, most of the times. I don't watch too many, though. I'm not going to lie. I don't watch too many. It's only like 2 or 3. I watch Rosalina Lee. I watched Convo with Carter, my boy Carter. You know, me and Carter got connected. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Make some noise for that. Y'all might get a Carter Venom collab this year. I don't really know anybody else I watched. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch too much. Like, I don't really be on YouTube like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm either like breaking down film or just preparing for like a game or just, you know, just decompressing probably on 2K or something. But yeah, I don't watch too many people. I watch Mick rarely now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't watch other YouTubers like that. I know I'm missing somebody though. I watch Rosie. I watch Carter. Yeah, I can't really think of nobody else right now. I'm trying to think. Cause if it was anybody I watched, I would have like connected with them. I don't know. Trying to think. I mean, I like other people though. Like, I mean, I do like what Rachel got going on over there. I'm trying to think, y'all. I really can't. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Ben Daniel. I like Ben Daniel. He's definitely funny as hell. Damn. Me and Ben hasn't connected yet though, but I definitely like Ben Daniels. We go back and forth on X here and there sometimes. Like, he'll like my tweet, I'll like his tweet, but we haven't connected. We'll connect though for sure. That's no problem. Venom a gamer, bro. Yeah, I'm a gamer. I play 2K. I play Fortnite here and there. But I mostly just play 2K. I was waiting for GTA to come out this year, but that sucked. Fly Hippie is worth a look. Okay. Robin Lumber, I like Rob too. But I don't really watch Rob. I'm not gonna lie. I like him though. I knew Rob when he was on ESPN. You gotta connect with Ben, bro. You wasting time for real? Damn, I'm wasting time. I bet. Let Ben know that we gotta connect then. Next time you love us, we'll connect for sure. Can we play without the rest? Nah. There are so many. It's crazy. Yeah, I bet. I'm just glad I was covering the Fever when there wasn't that many content creators doing it last year. Like, I really felt like one of the core OGs of the Fever, you know what I'm saying, the media, at least on the YouTube side. Y'all let me know though, because, you know, obviously if I'm just looking at it from my point of view, it'll be biased. But y'all let me know what's like. I one of the only people out here that y'all was watching last year. Y'all let me know. Like, was it mad like a lot of people out here last year, or that I just don't know about? Or is like, was it really that dry out here for the Fever content? Rich Latta. Damn, I didn't even hear about that one. Like, I watched some of the other YouTube content creator, got tired of them. Venom is the only. Oh, damn. Sheesh. I appreciate. Hey, that mean I'm doing something right, huh? Hoop Doctor is funny. Damn, I didn't see him either. Black and White Sports. That one sound familiar. W360. Yeah, I just found out about W360 recently because of X. Somebody posted on X. Venom is number one. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I watched Rich a couple times. Yeah, I don't know Rich. What about the Irish guy? Yeah, you talking about Mick? Yeah, I talked about Mick already. I never saw you last year at all. Wow, that's fun. That's crazy. I wonder who you was watching last year. I watch a handful of YouTubers, but Venom and Rosie are top tier. Thanks, V. Gotta love V. My favorite is Black and White Sports. They used to be definitely more than last year. For real? But some have been here. Wait, so there was more last year than it is this year? That's crazy. When I was doing videos last year, maybe my algorithm was just playing tricks on me. The only person I came across was my boy Carter and Mick. That's the only two people I really came across. You know? Ben Daniels. Yeah, I didn't come across Ben Daniels last year. I came across Ben Daniels this year. I could probably saw one of his videos last year. I don't know, but if I did, I don't remember. A lot of very political. Yeah, I don't like dealing with the politics. You know what I'm saying? That's too much. I just like basketball. Besides, I don't know anything about politics anyway. So, like, why would I talk about something I'm clueless in? Sorry, no more than last. Oh, you saying no more? Wait, sorry, no more than last year. Why is that? Why is that giving me a brain fart? No more than last year. Quita loves sports. Yeah, I've heard of Quita as well. There's a chubby white who's been covering CC ladies good too. I don't know anything. Yeah, I might not know who you talking about. Yeah, Quita loves sports. I don't know Quita. Should I search up Quita? Hold on. Quita loves. Who's Quita? Oh, let me see. Quita loves sports. Oh, she doing good. 36,000 subs. You know what I'm saying? Quita loves sports. WNBA player dominant in Eurobaskets. Yeah, I haven't heard of Quita. Shout out to Quita though. She be going live or something? Yeah, I had a feeling she goes live. When every game isn't a home game. Okay, shout out to Quita loves sports. You know what I'm saying? The Pope. Yeah, I know the Pope. CDS Sports Podcast is good. That sounds familiar. I think I be seeing CDS on X, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though. That sounds familiar though, super familiar. Too many of the snide AI channels as well, spotting horse. Quita is cool as Sky. Oh, she's a Sky fan, but she's fair. Oh, I love that. Chicks Dick Scars. Yeah, that one sounds familiar as well. CDS Chick. Oh, okay. So that's what CDS stands for. Maybe I didn't see him. See her. Venom. Quita is a Sky fan, but still gives an honest. Did I see Quita on? Hold on, let me search on X. Quita loves sports. Hold on. Why that sounds so familiar? Wait, am I looking for Quita or Chicks Dicks? Hold on. I gotta search this up. CDS? What's this? I don't know. I'm searching CDS on X. I can't find her. Quita definitely a homer though. She still thinks Reese is great. Yeah, I'm trying to find her, but I can't find her. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is her name? Like, what's her X? So I could search up the X. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get rid of this post game. I'll see. I can see my screen. Quita loves sports. Does anybody have an app I could search? Or you guys want me to search it on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Yeah, I don't leak nothing on YouTube. Quita loves sports. Wait, I already searched up Quita, right? Yeah, that's the same girl I just searched up. Huh? Yeah, I'm confused. That was her. That's the whole name. We need the Ben Daniels link up. I bet. We need the Ben Daniels link up. Say no more. Me and Ben Daniels could chop it up. He cool as hell. Like, I could see myself collab. Like, if I could see myself collab with Sir B, I know I've only collabed with one person. I gotta see. It gotta make sense. I don't want to collab with somebody and bring them and it just, you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. It gotta make sense. Like, me and Ben, I feel like we got the same personality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? He's objective. Like, he's just funny as hell. AK Nation is funny. Always brings a little humor. Quita. Yeah, I got Quita right here. This is Quita. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all said she's a Sky fan? I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Quita, though. Shout out to Quita. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think we wrap it up right here, though, y'all. I think we wrap it up right here. I love y'all, though. I appreciate having me out here. Hell, not really much to do tonight. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You and Ben are not same. I mean, listen, to be fair, I don't watch Ben a lot. But anytime I ever clicked on one of his videos, it was funny. Like, he just be losing his mind on there. Like, he goes crazy. He got no filter. I agree, Top Gun. Good Fever Friday. Appreciate y'all. All right, man. Listen, y'all go enjoy y'all day, right? Y'all go drink y'all water because I know one of y'all or some of y'all that's watching this didn't drink water at all or barely drunk water. So make sure this is your sign to drink some water. Make sure you get some rest. Do a little workout if you didn't do nothing much today. You know, do something to feel better about yourself. Learn something new. Go learn a skill. Read a book. You know, stay off the social medias for a second. Just do something productive today. You know what I'm saying? Check Courtside Junkies. Good Venom. Two different personalities for real. Ben is tough but funny. You are fun and nicer. Damn, I might have to start watching Ben a little more. Ben gets pretty. Damn, Ben is that bad when it comes to that? Sheesh. Yeah, y'all would know. Did you see about Rachel? Damn, hold on. Let me search it. Is it that bad, Rachel? Hold on, Rachel. Hold on, let's see what's up with Rachel. There are a few WNBA games tonight. Let's just see how the Storm do versus the Aces. Should we just stay on and do a live watch along? Addressing the rumor. Oh my, hold on. This is a real thing.
What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel Demita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. In today's video, we need to address the elephant in the room, or the elephant that is currently going viral.
Okay, she said it's going viral, so let's look on X real quick and see what she's talking about. Basketball influencer Rachel Demeter fired from the Big Three after tweeting Caitlin Clark highlights during the Big Three game. Oh, is the echo? All right, bet. I got you. I'm gonna mute it when the video starts again. Basketball. Oh my God. Rachel Demeter is no longer with the Big Three after she live tweeted Caitlin Clark highlights at the same time as the Big Three game she was working at. No, is that real? She said, "We love RAD." What's RAD? Oh, that's a fan page that posted it. I thought Rachel Demeter herself posted that. Oh my gosh, Rachel. You hold on. All right, let's watch the video. Let's see what she addressed.
Guys, I'm Rachel Demeter, and welcome to the Courtside Club. In today's video, we need to address the elephant in the room, or the elephant that is currently going viral on social media, and that is the news that I was fired from the Big Three. Now, my intention in making this video is just to tell you guys the truth. I don't have a publicist telling me what to say. No one's telling me what to say. I just wanted to give you guys the truth, give you guys my side. You guys were also so invested in the Big Three from all of the content that I've made about it here on my YouTube channel, on Instagram, on Twitter, TikTok, all of the things. So I feel a responsibility to tell you guys the truth, let you guys know what happened.
I'm sorry. I forgot about the echo. Y'all, my fault. Damn, I gotta lock in, Venom.
What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel Demeter, and welcome to the Courtside
can hear it now,
Club.
right?
In today's video, we need to address the elephant in the room, or the elephant that is currently going viral on social media, and that is the news that I was fired from the Big Three. Now, my intention in making this video is just to tell you guys the truth. I don't have a publicist telling me what to say. No one's telling me what to say. I just wanted to give you guys the truth, give you guys my side. You guys were also so invested in the Big Three from all of the content that I've made about it here on my YouTube channel, on Instagram, on Twitter, TikTok, all of the things. So I feel a responsibility to tell you guys the truth, let you guys know what happened. And I don't want to make this any more dramatic than it needs to be. So with all of that being said, the rumors are true. I was fired from the Big Three.
Wow.
And my team received an email at 11 p.m. on Tuesday with a letter that essentially said that I had been terminated. Now, I don't want to misquote anything, so I will just let you guys know exactly what that email said. They said, "It has come to Big Three's attention that Miss Demeter was posting on her social media platforms during this past weekend's Big Three games and promoting the competing New York Liberty vs. Indiana Fever WNBA game that was being broadcast at the same time. The league is extremely dismayed and disappointed by Miss Demeter's severe lapse in judgment while performing services for the league, during which time she should have reasonably known that she should have been promoting only league games. The league provided her with unique access and opportunity to be a focal point on national broadcasts, so management was completely taken aback to learn that she was posting about another league's games while in the midst of rendering services." Now, this is true. I did send out 3 tweets about the Indiana Fever versus New York Liberty game during the Big Three broadcast. And again, you guys, I want to be completely transparent. I will show you the exact tweets that were posted during that time. So firstly, to start the day, I tweeted a selfie and I said, "Let's work," and I tagged the Big Three and CBS Sports. And then,
Like, hold on, bro. It's like, nah, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Firing somebody for that is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, no. Like, like, honestly, yo, let me pull this off the screen real quick. Look at the tweet. "Let's work." She tagged the Big Three. She tagged. Nah, bro. This don't make no sense. I'm not gonna lie. I understand that y'all saying it's unprofessional and stuff. That's cool. She took accountability for that. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I let her off with a warning. You gonna fire the girl? I'm not gonna, like, that just don't add up to me. Rachel is a big influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a big name. You just don't fire somebody for, like, you talk to her, like, because you know she's not doing nothing with ill intention. She's not talking crap about your league. And what she does on her tweeting does not affect, as long as you hired her to talk, to be a Big Three, whatever her job is, asking the questions, whatever you call it, a media reporter, whatever, right? That don't stop me from doing what's on my phone. What's the difference between me tweeting the Liberty game while I'm here? Because let's say my job is to interview a reporter at halftime. If it's not halftime yet, and I already got all my questions lined up, and I want to tweet something about the Liberty game, it's like I can tweet something out. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, is it in the contract that says you cannot tweet nothing out It's a private Twitter though. It's not a company platform. Exactly. Like that's her Twitter account. Like what's the difference between her picking up a phone and talking to her mom or her sending a message to the group chat because she tweeted something out about that didn't have nothing to do with like that's that just I don't know. That's immaturity to me. I think it's deeper than that, and then it makes me think about the agenda with Caitlin Clark already. How most people don't even like her, so she's probably working for people that don't even like Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever to begin with. You know what I'm saying? I listen. I followed reporters as well. I followed Gerald Bourguet, who was a writer for PHNX Suns, who worked for the who you know what I'm saying, who got credentials to be in the building during Suns game. Yes, he's tweeting during the Suns game, obviously about what's happening during the Suns game. But the fact that you're able to tweet about something while you're at work is what I'm talking about. Hold on, watch the video.
So firstly, to start the day, I tweeted a selfie and I said, let's work, and I tagged the Big Three and CBS Sports. And then I tweeted this highlight three-pointer of Caitlin Clark, and it said, for those who question the hype, and that was a tweet that directly came from me. And then I retweeted a Nike basketball tweet, and then I also retweeted when the Indiana Fever won the game. I did continue to tweet about that game, but it was after the Big Three broadcast. I did feel a little bummed that there wasn't any discussion prior to me being fired.
Exactly, Rachel. They didn't even talk to you. These are people you working for, and they just fired you behind your back. Like they didn't call you. They didn't be like, listen, Rachel, what you did, you know what I'm saying? You can't really be doing that. It's a bad look, Rachel. We love what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We love what you're doing. It's cool. But next time, just try to, you know what I'm saying, keep it everything related. We know you're a Fever. You know, we know you love the Indiana Fever, and it's cool, you know. But while you're working, just keep it Indiana. And she would have been like, okay, cool. I'll do it when I get off of it. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you just gonna fight, like I'm telling y'all, gang, that's classless right there. And I love Ice Cube, bro. Like that's classless. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Ice Cube got something to do with that, but that's crazy to me.
However, I didn't hear from anybody. There was no talks about it, and I wasn't
exactly, Eric. Look at what Bigwig is tweeting. Like, what the? Oh, this is the profession. She worked for the professional league, and she's tweeting hate comments against the Indiana Fever while she works for the WNBA. But somehow Rachel, who works for Ice Cube, a Big Three company that's like similar to Unrivaled, she gets fired. Yeah, that don't add up to me.
Under the impression that those
she had to be a repeated offender. Venom, no, listen, you just heard what she said. Let's run it back. If she was a repeated offender, she would have never said this right here. Listen to this.
Being fired. However, I didn't hear from anybody. There was no talks about it.
There was no talks about it. I didn't hear from anybody. Means now, before, in the future, I didn't hear nothing. They just came behind my back and did that to me. Like, and I'm pretty sure that's not the first time that she's done that. I'm pretty confident that that's not the first time she's tweeted about something else other than the Big Three event while she was at the games, whether it was Fever, whether it was anything else. I better not find one racial tweet. I don't care if it's about hot dogs. I don't care if it's about Nike. Because you could say the same thing. Why you tweeting about Nike while you at the Big Three? You didn't fire her then, but it's because she's talking about the Indiana Fever or something. It's this like if somebody does somebody hate her at work? I don't understand. I don't know Rachel from a hole in the wall, by the way, yeah. I don't know. I just don't like what I'm seeing right now.
And I wasn't under the impression that those tweets would do any severe harm to the Big Three or anybody would think any type of way about it. So like I said, again, I'm not making excuses. I'll take it on the chin. It's my bad. I apologize for that. But I do wish that there could have been some sort of discussion, because I feel like something like this could have been easily nipped in the bud. And part of my job with the Big Three last season, the games were on X. And so I was really active on X like during those games because the chat was going and I was getting involved with all of those things. So it's very common for us, honestly, across all networks to be on your phone every once in a while. I wasn't watching the game during the Big Three games. I was locked in. I was catching my interviews. I was doing my sideline reporting. Like, I felt like I did a great job there, and I felt like I did a pretty good job during season 1 when I was with them as well. But from my understanding, that is the only reason why my contract was terminated, why I was fired from the Big Three. And I'm seeing a lot of people speculating that there had to have been something else. At least from my side, I know of nothing else as to the reason why I was fired. That was the reason. You heard what I said in that email.
And this is what I love about being like a YouTuber and like just other YouTubers. Like, Rachel, you got a voice. They can't silence you. Like, you see how other people could speculate, like, oh, it might be other no, because like even the comment that was just up there, like Venom, she had to be a repeated offender. Like, you have your own voice, your own platform. You can go and say exactly how it is, and we could take it from the horse's mouth itself. Like, literally, what she's saying. I didn't know anything else. They didn't talk to me about it. This is this is not the first time I've done it. You know, I think I did an amazing job. I wasn't distracted. I didn't watch the game. I would literally just see stuff on my phone and retweet and stuff like that. But that's why her contract got terminated. You know,
on their side, I'm not sure, but that's all I can give to you guys. That's
tweeting while on a job. Tweeting while on a job out your competitive brand does not bode well, is unprofessional. Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is doesn't call for you being fired, especially not somebody of racial demeanor stature. Like, you don't just fire somebody like her for something that petty. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no conversation. I can understand she's been repeatedly doing this and she outwarned her and she's still going against the grain, this, that, and the third. I can understand if she was distracted, her job wasn't getting done. If what you hired her to do is getting done, why does it matter? Because listen, nobody is looking at the big three and being like, okay, racial demeanor, let me go to her Twitter and see what she's doing so I can follow that. Nobody's doing that. So obviously, whether she did it during the game or after the game, it doesn't matter. Her Twitter followers are her Twitter followers. Whether she tweets it before the game or after the game, the same people are gonna see it. Whether it's the same people watching the big three or the same people who are not watching the big three. That's all I'm saying. Like, just be perspective. Use your perspective about this. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth. That's from my side. I also just wanted to point out, I hadn't signed a contract yet for this season. My agent was still in talks to make sure just everything was settled out, and we were just working in good faith. And so I did the Big Three draft, and then I also did weekend one of the Big Three, assuming that we were going to finish all of my contract things that week. So I was a bit blindsided. I can't even lie. Like, I was not expecting to be fired. I was not expecting to be fired for that reason. But at the same time, like, we take it on the chin, we move on. I have never been fired from anything in my life, and now I guess I can say I have been fired. But with that, you guys, I'm just going to leave it at that. That's the truth. That is what it is. I feel a responsibility to share that with you guys. I wish the Big Three nothing but the best. And that's it. That's all I've got.
Don't forget Big Three offered CC a job to play for them and she refused. I'm sure it's to do a publicity account. Oh, I remember that last year. I think they offered her like 10 million, not 10 million, something like that. But they offered her some crazy amount to play for them, right? Obviously, they had a problem with Clark not playing in the league, and then she's texting what's going on at the end of the game. Again, to Clark, hey, yo, I hope Rachel gets a job with the Fever. I'm not going to lie. Folks, get real. Businesses just fire folks for no good reason all the time. Yeah, but that's like the regular job, 9-to-5 job, where you could just fire the regular workers because they don't have a platform and stuff like that. But when you have you know what I'm saying? When you up there, you can't just fire people for no reason without some type of blowback. That's like the Fever just trading Caitlin Clark and expecting nothing. Have you seen a Luka Doncic? Like, you don't just trade people who are of value without expecting some blowback. You know what I'm trying to say? The Big Three is definitely going to get some blowback for this because it's like, over this small, say the real reason.
So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Click that little subscribe button because we upload new videos every single week. And hopefully the new videos will not include drama about my life. Because it's life. But stuff happens. Anyway, you guys, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ooh and ah.
Yeah, that was crazy, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Rachel, though. I hope she finds a job. That was crazy, yeah. Like, firing somebody over that, I don't know. It seems like something is bigger than, you know, it seems like it's something bigger than just what she's tweeting. That does not make no sense to me. Is it even on her page? Hold on, let's see. Like, hold on. Hold on. Is the tweet still up? I think this is... And look. Hold on. Was it this? Because I've been saw this. I don't even know when the... Yeah, but look at her. She's number 15 on trending not too long ago. I'm telling y'all. They're gonna miss her, though. I always tell people, like, yo, when somebody do me wrong, like, let's say if somebody was to steal money from me, or if somebody was to, like, let's say, for example, somebody just stole, like, $1,000 from me or something, right? I always say, like, you gonna remember that 1,000. Like, it's like if it's somebody that I actually help and would do anything for, like if they were to do that, like I'm like, you gonna remember that 1,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that's all it took. I always say, look, I'm gonna give y'all one of my little quotes that's in my phone. I got a quote that I always say, if that's all it took, I'm glad that's all it took. If that's all it took, I'm glad that's all it took. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all, you know what I'm saying, dissect that however you need to dissect that. That's gonna be applicable to a lot of scenarios. But if that's all it took, I'm glad that's all it took. You know what I'm saying? Demeter's an important voice in women's basketball. Yeah. Venom, it's not like the job was a full 5 years, 5-year days a week job. Yeah. They gonna, like I said, they're gonna miss her. You know what I'm saying? Venom giving her more clicks to plan work. You think this is a publicity stunt, Chris? Come on now. Come on, man. I've been on the internet for a decade plus. Since the internet first came out, I know all the ins and outs about this internet stuff. I can spot a publicity stunt a mile away. This is not a publicity stunt. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? You can see Rachel's demeanor. Like, you could tell it really bothered her. You could tell it really got her messed up. Like, why would they do something like that over that petty? Like, you could tell it's a lot that she can't say. Like, you could read that energy of her. She's just being professional about it. But that was messed up what they did to her, you know what I'm saying? But listen, they gonna miss her for sure. She gonna get a job. She gonna keep being successful, and people gonna look at, like, you know what I'm saying, the big three gonna look and be like, damn, we should have kept her. Was it worth it? And then when you see, like, this is what they don't understand. How many Fever fans are supporting the big three right now that you might lose? Like, you don't think about business when you do these kind of, like, this is what I'm saying. The human element gets ignored so much. Might call 87 likes, 114 in chat. Listen, yeah, let's get to 100 likes right now. Smash the like button right now. Mike Cole, give me an update when we at 100. Everybody hit the like button right now, man. Oh my gosh. But anyway, listen, we're gonna end it on that note. Listen, I agree. Lost my fandom for sure. Yeah, it's crazy because I like Ice Cube. I watched all his movies growing up. You know what I'm saying? Listen to his songs. Like, I like Ice Cube, but listen, man. My mom, you know what I'm saying? My childhood heroes, I have to look at them with a side eye sometimes if I get to learn their true characters and stuff like that. That's how they moving. She didn't have a contract done yet. Ouch. Shit, that's crazy. I ain't seen no big three ads. This is the most public. Exactly. And guess what? It's because they're tied to the Indiana Fever. But it is what it is. You said that 30 minutes ago. Nah, I'm really out this time. Listen, the racial news came out. I didn't know it was that serious. I'm thinking she just got fired from, like, something little. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was just, like, something. I don't know. I don't know what I thought it was. I'm not going to lie. Rach, go independent. You get financial backing. That was a cowardly manner to dismiss you. I assume it was a Fever text at most. My take from what you mentioned is someone a fly in ointment. Like Ice knows what's going on. Venom, it wasn't her full-time job. Only. Oh, so that's not her only full-time. Okay, so that's good. But I still think she's still gonna get a job somewhere else. Though they may have blown their chances of ever signing Kaylin. Yeah, that definitely just kissed their chances goodbye. Big three never been spoke about as much since they fired Demeter. Maybe she could be a WNBA rap. Yes, $5 million a year, $10 million total. Who, Rachel? That's that bag. She get $5 a year. They got 3 to 4 days of work for free. Yeah, man. Yeah. Chris, you and this conspiracy theory, you really think this is a publicity stunt, huh? But anyways, yeah, I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Love y'all so much. Listen, I'm really out this time. And listen, man. Fever, we take the aces on. Hope we beat them. Rachel, if this somehow gets to you, don't let nothing get to your head. Keep doing what you're doing. You got a successful channel. You got your own voice, your own platform. They can't take nothing away from you. So, listen, like I said, the big three going to miss you. And we're going to end it off on that note. I love all y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. And we out just like that. Peace. Go support.